What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome back, Accusations.
To the greatest show in the world.
Let's get it. Let's get in. Let's get in.
Manchester United Wolves. 1-0. Shadiest performance you will see in your goddamn life.
Yo, I think the trip is with United, no? We had such big expectations. And we ended up playing like a pre-season game against Wolves. A pre-season performance, somebody told me. How crazy is that, bro? Unbelievable. Terrible performance by Jadon Sancho.
By Sancho?
I think
Sancho came off the bench.
I need more bravery. I need more bravery from Jadon Sancho. That's what I need. And I think we need to be a bit more connected. I still feel like we feel a bit like discombobulated. I get it, it's like the start of the season. You know, they say, 8 games in, and you get full fitness. Rashford needs to go back to futsal and work on his fucking touch. Oops.
Fine.
Yes, he needs to work on his touch, because jeez, bro, like, he just, like, there's so many times, like, we be playing that kind of individualistic kind of football. But our players don't have the skill for that kind of game.
That Moments FC.
We need Moments FC, but we don't got the moments. We don't got the minerals for that, bro. You know what I mean? So, like, I just feel like we need more connectivity. We need more play, structure. I get it. Maybe a few games in, we might see it, but I wasn't happy. I don't think we deserve the win there, actually.
Look, I personally, I was watching the game with joy in my heart. Wolves were cooking. What is that? Cunha? Or what's that nigga's name?
Cunha. Is it Cunha or Nunya?
I think it's Cunha. I think it's Cunha. That nigga was cooking blood. That nigga looked like he was playing for his life. I very much enjoy it. I realized I'm actually, like, I'm really a hater. Like, I get so much pleasure from watching United fail once Arsenal have prospered.
Yeah.
And I was watching the game and I was just like, what's going on? Everyone looks like they're chilling, bro. Like, no one is really, there's no cohesion. I think you guys are still a brilliant counter-attacking side. But I think in possession, there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think of the obvious talking point is the penalty, right?
Now, look, I'll be real, you know. Look, I'm gonna say no penalty. But I'm also gonna say United is the most scrutinized team I know, in my opinion. And I think anytime, cause look here, bro, I out here with that penalty situation, and now the refs are being like fucking taken off the next games.
They should.
How insane is that?
They should.
I don't know. Have we ever seen anything like that?
Yes, the Arsenal one last season.
I know, yeah, the
Arsenal.
but did they get sacked for the next game?
Yes, they did. He hasn't been on the refereeing panel since then. That was December, and he only came back this season.
Look, I think
he got a 6-month suspension.
I think penalties these days now are very subjective to the on-field decision. So, like, however they see it on the day there, it will be given or it won't. You know what I mean? Like, we can't go like, oh, this one penalty wasn't given, so now I'm going to take immediate action. There's going to be so many of those. What are we going to do? Going to run the referees like that?
Look, my main trip is there's no consistency, and that's my problem. That's currently my problem with refereeing. Eh? I actually watched a very interesting clip from the French league. Basically, what happened was, it's the moment a penalty is given or there's a challenge, a penalty has happened, there's audio on the referee. So what happens is the player goes down, ref awards the penalty. The player that made the tackle came towards the ref, and he's telling the ref, listen, I'm not saying I didn't touch him. I'm saying it was so soft. The ref is like, I saw you touch him, and that's why it's a penalty. No? The player's like, I'm not saying I didn't, but I'm just saying it's super soft. Just go to VAR. The ref is like, VAR is going to do their job. No. The ref asks VAR a question, VAR come back to him, and VAR is like, listen, based on what you have said, we have looked back at it, there is contact, but there's very, very little contact in the thing. We would like you to come and review the images. Yeah. Ref comes back, looks at it, they play it for him, the ref reverses it. So, based, like, if there was no audio, it just looks like, the ref didn't give the penalty, there was contact. When the audio was added, you saw how structured everything was. The ref had
so much more context.
There was context, and the ref was so professional about it. It's like, this is what I saw, this is why I saw it. VAR, the way VAR interacted with him, I was like, that was so great. Yeah. Like, because if I looked at it, I watched the video without context, and I was like, that's a pen all day, blood.
But do you think that was a pen? Did you think with the French League one? Or?
The French League one. Yeah. The French, I thought it was a pen, but the way the ref could just put everyone to peace now, because he explained what the criteria was and what's going to make this a pen or not. Yeah. You see, that coming to the United one, 100% a penalty.
Now look,
that's 100% a penalty.
I actually haven't seen many of those goalkeeper player clashes like that given as penalties. I don't even remember. I didn't see that one. Look, I think that was tough, no? And I think if that were given as a penalty, Onana, what's my name, would have been scrutinized. That was the perfect moment. It's like I think
97th minute.
I think the United haters, the eyes just lit up when they saw that. Because when that if that was a penalty, bro, 97th minute, Onana flying to the air, knocking a man out. That's absolutely crazy.
Because what is the criteria for? Okay, let's look for aspects that invalidate it as a penalty. So what invalidates it as a penalty is basically if Onana goes out and gets the ball clean, but maybe wipes him out, there's no penalty there. He got the ball. The thing that makes it a penalty.
He didn't get the ball.
He did not get ball at all, and he took a player out of the game because of it, in the middle of the field, in the middle of the penalty box. He took someone out and he didn't get the ball. Think. If that was a defender, and we said the same thing, a defender took another player out, he did not get the ball. What is that? That's a penalty.
That is bad penalty.
So that's the criteria for a penalty, in my opinion. It's not that deep, like it wasn't because it was Onana or anything like that. It was a penalty. The FA and the FA have come out and say, oh sorry, it was a penalty. That nigga getting.
I don't agree with the FA.
I agree with them coming.
I stand on my sword, Onana. I support you. That was not a penalty, even though if it was the roles were reversed, I'd say penalty all day.
Yeah. Who's your, before we end off, who's your best performer and your worst performer?
That's a tough one, bro. It's really tough, that one. Best performer, I don't even know, bro. Look, I know there's a few that I can highlight as like they aren't like doing what I want them to do right now.
Okay.
Hey, like I'd say Luke Shaw. I've had a problem with him like for the longest time. Like I don't think Luke Shaw is necessarily the one. You know what I mean? I think Wan-Bissaka was our worst performer because I think Wan-Bissaka was the player they isolated on the ball every time.
Yeah.
They gave the ball to him because they knew if you give the ball to Wan-Bissaka, you know what I mean, not much can cover it. But obviously they got punished because of that. So I'd say best performer, I'm gonna give it to Wan-Bissaka because he got the assist, even though he's not that good going forward. I'll give it to him.
Who was the worst?
Worst performer. Look, I know a lot of people are gonna think another way now, but I think Sanchez. Oh no! I think Rashford.
Rashford was trash.
Yeah, Rashford was trash. Rashford wasn't beating players. He wasn't doing like there was a time he could have hit this shot and he went for like this fucking heel to heel thing. Yeah. And I was like, nah, bro, you must come off with that one.
Not to play. Not to play.
But
okay, moving on. Let's go to the Gunners game. It was a weird game to watch.
Yeah.
It was a very weird game. You watched the game, eh? It was weird.
I may have watched it. I may not have watched it.
Look, the honest truth is, I can't tell you. Like, what are we doing now? We out here inverting centre backs, inverting defensive mids, inverting goalkeepers. Like, we had so many defensive mids and so many people like playing out the position, and that's like weird. That's weird. I think he is trying to speak.
And the Rice really wanted to score.
Rice
really wanted to score.
And I like that.
And he had a chance with that volley though.
Yes.
He had a chance with that, but he scuffed it. Usually he's the ball like really well.
My thing is, I always like rate you if you're in the position.
Yeah.
If you're not there, you can fuck up even now and then. But what I was seeing from him in terms of ball striking, decent. But the rest of the performance, like I think the team is getting used to playing a brand new system, eh? Because the way the whole first half, it was so right side heavy, and then Martinelli gets the ball. Martinelli does a madness, cooks two men up. And
that move from Martinelli, bro! What was that? I don't even know. 360, no scope on the side. That was wild. That was absolutely wild.
That's Martinelli things.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Look, you guys are cooking. I think you guys have carried over some of that momentum. You guys knew you were in touching distance. You know what I mean? And that I think. That sparked something, and I think, like I told you before, this transfer window you guys had, I think it's valid because of how close you guys were. Yeah. That's when you have a transfer window like this. Not when you 15th and now you want to spend 300 mil. That's not going to get you anywhere. You know what I mean? So I must say what Arsenal have been doing is has been very functional, and I think you have a good chance this season. I still think City is an unstoppable machine, but I think you guys did the best you can.
KDB.
You can only beat what's in front of you.
KDB out.
KDB out.
KDB
out. How long?
Till most likely New Year.
We love that.
According to Pep, KDB out.
We love that. But still, bro, even with KDB out.
No, it's a different thing. City is a monstrous machine. Their team is
well oiled.
But Kevin De Bruyne is like putting a turbocharger on a perfect motor. Like he just takes them to his in-ball ability, his goals, just like him as a person.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he's gone. That gives us like a chance. That gives everyone a chance to like build something.
Yeah.
To be honest, back to the game, like It was a really weird game to watch, I won't lie. It was a weird game to watch, man. I didn't like, to be honest, what I was seeing too much. In the sense of, I feel like we are trying too many things at once.
Yeah.
And now nothing is... Thomas Partey is still by far our best defensive, but it's crazy. The gap between him and Rice is astronomical.
I think they're kind of different players.
No, they are completely different. Rice is a more, like, keep the game going, and Partey's more, turn the fuck up. Like, Thomas Partey breaks lines.
I think Partey could be your box-to-box 8, actually.
That would actually be
He could, and then Rice could just sit. And they could alternate from that if Rice goes forward.
They do currently. Then Rice will drop deep into the hole and Partey goes.
Yeah, I'd rather have 2 really good defensive ones than none or one, because I think it's the most underrated position in the game.
It definitely is. It is. But and look, I saw a lot of people dick riding Rice like afterwards in the fan cam reactions. Oh my God, Rice! What a great first before. It was mud, blood. Let's not lie. He was mud.
Like, is Eddie valid yet?
It didn't get there. Eddie and Kitty is a waste, man.
I don't believe so.
I
think Eddie's gonna creep up on you. I think so.
No,
I think so, bro.
No, the thing is, as a striker, what I need from my striker is, you must either be deadly clinical. Have good. This is the combo you need: good hold-up play, deadly clinical, or crazy on the ball.
Yeah.
And crazy player. So you must either be like the Jesus. Let's use an example of Eddie and Jesus. Eddie will never go take 2 men on and go and chip the keeper.
Yeah.
Jesus could do that, but Jesus will miss 10 tap-ins.
Yeah.
Eddie won't miss 10 tap-ins.
Yeah.
Jesus has a higher skill gap if he could just finish the ball.
Yeah.
Like, he would be in a certain tier of striker that Eddie couldn't. I can't see Eddie reaching.
It's very difficult to have like all of those that mixture of talent, you know what I mean, to get you there. And I think Jesus maybe won't be that pure striker. He's a very good centre forward, but that pure striker, like maybe like Haaland, they can just bleed goals.
No,
he's not that guy. Goals, bro.
He's not that guy. No, he's not a pure 9. He's not a pure 9 at all. At the window is still open. Look, Inter I see signed. Going a bit into transfers here. Quick little side note. I see Inter signed on Nautovic, or they're going for Nautovic. That means Bolligan might not go there. I'm saying slide Bolligan to Juve, ask them for Vlahovic. Quick slide out thing, 2-year loan.
You rate Vlahovic?
I rate him now because he'll give me something my squad doesn't have. A target man that can score goals. Ideally, the perfect signing for me is get me Ivan Toney now. Yeah. Let him come in December, it's Gucci. Get me Ivan Toney now. Yeah. You can chill in the bench. Ivan Toney is perfect for my team. Yeah. He adds you 10 goals. He's got very good play on the ball and he will score goals.
I think, sorry to interrupt you, but I think the old school 9 is quite overrated. I think it's outdated as well.
No. You can't beat the old school 9. That's the thing. Everyone's so equipped for this false 9 generation that old school 9 sometimes is the simplest, oldest form. Go to teams, go away, and go put balls into the box for Ivan Toney and see how teams like it. Yeah. That's the thing. He'll just give you that option. Yeah. When you're playing with very little possession and you just need something to kind of, you know.
But he's a gamble.
He is a gamble, but I say it's a gamble worth making. If you know, you know. That's what we say. Let's move on to the rest of the games. I think the pick of the bunch, obviously the one that had everyone watching was the Chelsea Liverpool game.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was Premier League football.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was nice. That was nice, but I enjoyed it.
I like the fact that they drew though. That's a good start.
That was perfect. There was a stage within, like when Salah scored the disallowed second. I was like, Chelsea's gonna get spun up.
Yeah.
Chelsea's gonna get spun up. I was so excited.
That was an end-to-end game.
It was, and Chelsea got back into the game. Look, I feel like universally now we can shift our hate as a footballing community away from City and very firmly in the palms of Chelsea, because like they're just spinning gas.
They are spinning.
They're spending gas. They're disrespectful with the team, blood. They're putting these kids on slavery contracts. How you out there 19 signing a 8-year deal, blood, earning £20,000.
That's the only way they can really afford to do that. You know, they wanted to overhaul like their squad that way, and I think that those contracts are the only way they can like pass it by like financial people.
And think about it, just from Mount and Kai, they've got 120 in them.
Yeah, they made bank as well.
They made bank, blood. So it's not like they ain't got bread. Kai and Mount covers maybe Caicedo. But at what point are we gonna stop, blood? Liverpool getting out here cuckolded in front of everyone. What's going on?
But you think 100 mil for Caicedo?
150.
150, you think that?
I think no.
Is he that?
I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm just like I'm a football tribalist in the sense that I don't want to see you twerking for bare man. Yeah. I don't want to see you here for everyone. You were in love with Arsenal, it's your dream club. That was January, blood. Now we're moving Chelsea, your dream club, blood. Next thing you know, we see old interviews. Your dream is to play for Manchester United, blood. That was still when you're out here balling in the favelas. Yeah. So we know that's facts. You weren't out trying to twerk for anyone that time. Yeah. You see, so who does this man support, blood? Now he agrees to the deal with Liverpool. Liverpool meet Brighton's deadline of 12 o'clock, 115 sharp, we good. Next thing you know, now I'm going to wait for Chelsea, blood. What?
Yeah, I think Chelsea's going to give him that long-term contract.
That it's an 8-year contract.
So he's getting an 8-year contract?
Yes, no, he's guaranteed his 8-year contract.
I think
his contract ends in
2021. Listen, if I was a footballer, no, and they came at me, okay, here we go, Liverpool, 5 years. Here this bro comes to Chelsea, give you an 8-year guaranteed. I'm thinking to myself, bro, this is 8 years and I'm set. If anything happens to that, bro, if his leg is amputated tomorrow, he's got an 8-year contract, bro. They have to pay him that money. He's guaranteed that money for 8 years. Even if they want to get rid of him, like for example, Maguire, they have to pay that money to him. That's guaranteed money. You know what I mean? I think that's the way he's thinking. He's thinking, yo, safety first, bro.
But as we saw with a bit of a basketball reference with the Scottie Pippen situation, you can sign, but you sign contracts like that when you don't believe in yourself. And you
yes, that's true.
Because Scottie Pippen then became one of the best players in the league, and he was earning fucking pennies, blood. The concession stand workers were getting more bread than him.
Yeah, true, yeah. And he couldn't do anything about it. He signed that contract.
It fucked up the Bulls in a sense. The organization just, why must we pay you more if we have this contract? And the same thing with Caicedo. Caicedo could go on to become one of the best in position, one of the best in class. And he's going to be earning, what's Caicedo's salary right now? Let's check his salary. Caicedo salary. Let's see how much he's earning at Chelsea. If he's earning bread, then Caicedo...
He's cool.
I think anything over 100k, and that's not too bad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, how much did he earn? Midfielder started on 2k a week when he was at Brighton. I remember he was one of the lowest paid players in the league. So he'll be earning 125 for the next 8 years.
That's low, you know. At United, we pay Paul Jones that. 125. What do you think of that for 8 years?
For 8 years, 125.
8 years. You're saying at 125. How old is he now? He's 21.
He's 21.
So that means he'll be eligible for his next contract when he's 27.
And 28. And it's not only that, you're now going to be held hostage by a club till you are 27, 28. Contractually, you have no grounds to leave to break contract with them.
Yeah.
So if Madrid come calling, blood, you don't have that ticking time bomb where every forward, like look at Mbappe. Mbappe's got so much control over his own future and finances because of how short his contracts are. So he gets so many like raises. Every 2-3 years he's getting a raise. He's earning an extra 100k. Caicedo, Chelsea don't need to do anything for Caicedo, and I think that's going to be the problems that's going to exist within the Chelsea squad. That as time goes on, people are going to be performing better, and their contracts won't reflect it because there will be no incentive to reflect. Chelsea's basically going to be saying, you're paying back the money that we spend. There's no, because why would you renew? Imagine Caicedo becomes the best midfielder in the world, no? He becomes the best, and he's on year 3. Why must we pay you more?
But also maybe one of the other things that could like maybe play into that. Maybe he grew up like really
poor.
Grow up, you know what I mean? And to someone that grew up in that environment wants to see an 8-year for guaranteed 8-year contract for like 125k a week. Do you know what I mean? Your eyes are gonna light up. You're just thinking this is your door out of poverty, bro. Because how much was he earning? 20 pounds, something like that?
No, he was earning, at Brighton, he was earning £1,900 a week. And he's now going to Chelsea to earn 125,000 a week.
See, that's bro,
and that's pounds, blood.
Frank, you
so confirm. Put that into rands, and niggas working with $1 million a week now, blood.
$1 million a week.
$1 million.
See, you've made it. Where is he from? Ecuador, no?
Ecuador, blood.
Bro, he goes back to Ecuador. How much is he making?
Yo,
billions.
That's my thing, blood. He can buy a.
He's feeding his face. He's feeding the country.
This nigga's feeding the country for at least a par years. Blood.
Yes. I think I can empathize with him on that level. Like, if you were in a really bad situation and now you saw this contract, it's very difficult to say no to 8 years. It's very difficult to say no to security. This is like, do you think that's generational wealth?
That is generational.
Yeah, that could be.
Nigga, give me 9 million for 8 years.
Well, to me, you pay me that for 8 years. That's my generational wealth, bro.
I'm telling you now, I can stretch it. I can stretch it thin.
Yes, bro.
My thing can easily make a 20, blood. Yeah. Even now, buy a couple of bricks, blood. You know, split that thing up. If any law enforcement officers are watching this, I'm not buying any bricks. It is a lie. That is not a lie. I'm having nothing up. I'm going to spend a large amount. Might be on bricks actually. But moving forward, like I don't see how he could accept that contract. But more than the contract, so if I was to space it out for people that don't know how this happened, so Liverpool wanted Lavia and Chelsea wanted Caicedo. Chelsea didn't want to pay more than 80, Brighton wanted 100.
Yeah.
Liverpool didn't want to pay more than 45 for Lavia. Southampton wanted 50. Liverpool, Chelsea both haggling. Then Chelsea was like, Brighton, you know what? Fuck you, man, them. We're going to go get a cheaper replacement and a better player. They give Southampton 48.
Yeah.
Liverpool is like, wow, peak, blood. Like vibes, sharp. We're going to now come see back what Caicedo's doing, blood. They popped 110 for Caicedo. You just want to fuck with our food, we'll fuck with your food. Chelsea's like, okay, peak. And at that time, I was like, Liverpool humbling Chelsea big time. Like, I was out there dick riding Liverpool. I was like, yeah, them boys. Next update I get from Fabrizio Romano.
Cantinanti.
Chelsea have secured the signing of Caicedo for 115 and Lavia for 60.
Yo, but you see the thing is, Liverpool can't flex that kind of fund.
Bro, Liverpool can't flex.
You think they can flex that kind of fund?
Liverpool put the 110 on the table. It was agreed.
And what is his contract looking like?
He was gonna have a full 5-year contract. It was gonna be. I don't know what they were gonna offer him at Liverpool in terms, but they put the money on the table, blood. This was your money. Take it. It was agreed to Southampton. He just didn't want to move. He wanted to go to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So then Chelsea had to then pull out of the Tyler Adams deal with Leeds. Because they had agreed to pay the 20 more for Tyler Adams to Leeds. And he'd done his medical, everything. Chelsea was like, nah, so we're not taking Mandem anymore. You can go home. We need that 20.
Caicedo on the bus.
Caicedo on the bus. Petrol is expensive.
Yo!
So, literally the man was done. Everything was signed, basically. Just the final contract hadn't been signed and they pulled the plug on the whole thing. Now man is going to Bournemouth, blood.
Yo, crazy.
Bro, football.
But you know, they can really like lure in players with those long contracts, no?
No, they definitely can. They definitely can. But look, to finish up here, let's do our predictions for next week.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, so next week's games. So basically, guys, this is how the prediction games will work. Quite straightforward. We go through all the results. Each of us give our predicted scoreline, and then if you get the scoreline right, like perfectly, you get 3 points. If you just get the winner, the losing side right, you get 1 point.
And in the season, whoever has the least points gets their head shaven on camera.
No, not their head shaven on camera in the slightest. What you will get is the other person will have to buy you a jersey for the following season.
Jersey?
Yeah.
Nah.
100%.
Okay. Sponsors come through.
No, fuck
you heard it.
I'm putting my money
Sponsors.
I know ball.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm saying let's go.
Okay,
Let's shake on it on camera because I know you're a fucking pilot. If there's no evidence
of
of
this.
this.
Be straight. I want a Boston Celtics. I want a United team. Oh, that's it. I think the third kid will be United. No, the other one. There'll be a spark, bro.
Okay, no, I actually like the green one. I think that's...
The green one is drip, bro.
Okay, so let's go. You'll give yours. So...
I'm nervous.
Nottingham Forest home to Sheffield.
So what?
You must just give me a score straight off. Stop fucking thinking around.
Nottingham Forest. I'm gonna go Forest. So is the score does it have to be accurate?
If you get the score accurately at the final time score, you get 3 points.
And if we get the win,
then it's just 1 point.
Okay, so I'll go I go 3-1 Forest.
3-1 Forest. I'll go 1-0 Forest.
Okay.
Luton Town Burnley.
I think Burnley's gonna take this one 1-0.
I actually think it's.
Do we have to write this shit down?
No, I'll watch it afterwards.
Huh?
I'll just play.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Luton Burnley. I'll do a 1-1 draw, but I see it has been postponed for some reason. We move Liverpool Bournemouth. Liverpool to Bournemouth.
Liverpool's gonna hold him quick. I think that's a 3. You know, that's a 3 love.
I'm actually gonna go for a 4-1. I'm going for 4-1. Wolves Brighton. Wolves at home.
Oh, Brighton every day of the goddamn week. 100%. That's a 2-1 for Brighton. Easy.
2-1 for Brighton. I'm saying I'm going for 2-2.
Yeah, I was saying stop copying me, Black. Stop copying me like that.
Away points. Okay, Fulham at home to Brentford.
Brentford. I think Brentford will take it. I think I'm going 2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford. I'm actually gonna go 2-1 Fulham.
What is next year?
Tottenham
Spurs United. I don't believe that.
Spurs United. What's your score?
Look, I'm gonna go.
Staring at it's not gonna change nothing.
I'm gonna go 2-0 United. Spurs don't have Harry Kane anymore.
2-0 United. I'm actually going to go 2-1 Spurs.
Okay.
I like Lopetegui. I like what he's doing.
Okay, cool.
Man City home to Newcastle.
I think Man City's gonna hold him.
What do you think the score is?
I think that's a 3-0.
I don't. Firstly, this shows this nigga no ball. I'm telling you straight, but Newcastle's gonna concede 3. Firstly, Newcastle beat Aston Villa, who's a great team, 4-1 in the first.
I don't care about what you think. This is my prediction.
The score is going to be 3-2, man.
We'll talk about who knows ball when I got that Boston Celtics jersey on end of the season.
Aston Villa Everton.
Maybe I go Villa 1-0, but 1-0 Villa, bro. 1-0 Villa.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be. I'll go 1-0 Villa. I'll take that. West Ham at home to Chelsea.
Chelsea. Let's go 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea. With Harry Maguire scoring the 1 goal. That has to be 4 points if I get it right.
I actually see a 1-1.
You see a 1-1?
I see a 1-1. It's not gonna be cute. Arsenal Crystal Palace.
Damn. Arsenal Crystal Palace. I think Palace takes that one 2-1. Nah. I'm not gonna throw away points like that. 2-1. I go 2-1.
I'm also going 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1. 2-1.
Yeah. Okay. Look, let us know. Who do you think? Was there any crazy predictions? Did we say? Did anyone spit absolute dog shit with that City?
Listen, if you guys put your predictions in the comments and you guys get this shit right, we might buy some jerseys for you guys.
We ain't buying.
What do you think about that?
No jerseys.
What do you think about that?
Maybe siphon off.
See, we got sponsors. We got sponsors.
Small amounts.
Yeah.
Just out here, maybe a young old side end. But guys, it's been good.
GG's. Much love. Absolutely. Are you gonna?
No, we're done. We're done.
Okay.
We're done. We ended audibly.
Yeah.
I was gonna feed
The
you.
camera's new. The camera's new. It's a bit weird. It's weird.